Hi, I'm Ron Zimmet of the Daytona Beach-based personal injury firm Zimmet and Quarles. If a doctor, hospital, or nursing home tells you you can't see your family member's medical records because they are prohibited by law from disclosing them under HIPAA, there's a reasonable chance they're doing what is known as hiding behind HIPAA. When they're being honest, some healthcare providers will admit that they sometimes tell family members they can't disclose records because it's inconvenient, they don't want to take the time, or they're afraid of lawsuits. If someone tells you you cannot see your family's medical records because of HIPAA, show them the article in our frequently asked questions section of zqlawyers.com. Just do a copy and paste, print it out, and take it to the healthcare provider. The Federal Department of Health and Human Services Office for Civil Rights published a guidance dated December 3, 2002 and revised April 3, 2003 that explains clearly for the healthcare provider the circumstances in which healthcare providers are in fact authorized to disclose medical records to family members. It's explained in clear, plain language. So here's what the law allows. A healthcare provider can discuss a patient's health information with you if you're present with the patient and the patient agrees, or when given the opportunity does not object. For example, an emergency room doctor can talk to the patient in front of a family member. A doctor can disclose information about a patient's difficulty in walking to the patient's sister who may be driving the patient home. Even if the patient is not present or incapacitated, a healthcare provider can share information with a family member involved in the patient's care if it's in the best interest of the patient. For example, a surgeon may talk about the patient's condition to a spouse while the patient is unconscious, and the healthcare provider can provide information about a patient's medication to a family member who calls with questions about a particular prescription. More examples. A healthcare provider can discuss a patient's care over the telephone without obtaining proof of a person's identity. Family members can pick up a filled prescription, medical supplies, x-rays, and other similar items for the patient. Information may also be disclosed in writing. For more information, next time we'll address what HIPAA requires concerning access to your family records when the patient has died. For additional information about disclosure of medical records by specific types of healthcare providers, see our frequently asked questions section at zqlawyers.com. For now, I'm Ron Zimmet. Thanks for listening.